I'm Jan with Academic Technologies. For students new to CNU, the new technology accounts you've been presented with may be a little daunting. Fortunately, we're here to provide some guidance on some of our basic tools you'll be using while here at CNU. In this video mini-series, we'll cover the basics of using Scholar, our online learning management tool, as well as the Google tools provided by the G Suite for Education. In this particular video, we'll be starting with locating and accessing those Google tools. Since CNU is a Google school, you may notice that many of your student tools, including email, calendar, and your online file storage, will be Google tools, provided to you for free through the G Suite for Education. These tools can all be accessed through CNU Connect, using your basic CNU credentials, such as your student ID number, and its associated password. These are the same credentials you can use to log into computers on CNU's campus. Please note that if you're having issues with your password, you can go to the link in the description below to put in a ticket or access IT services for assistance. Once logged into CNU Connect, you'll see links for all of your Google tools in the upper right-hand corner. You can see Mail, Calendar, and Drive all in this cluster of links. If, for whatever reason, you can't access these tools through CNU Connect or can't access CNU Connect's page, don't worry. You can still reach all of these tools directly through Google. Mail, Calendar, and Drive all have their own distinct links where you can log in directly, which we'll provide in the description below this video. However, you can also reach those tools through simply logging in at Google's main page. We'll display the login process through this page, as it's identical to logging in through any of the pages for those individual applications. I also want to note that if you're logging in to CNU Connect for the first time, you may have to go through this process first before being able to use those links in CNU Connect to access those Google accounts. When you reach any Google page, for example, their main search page, you should see a Sign In button on the upper right-hand side of the screen. When you click on that button, it will take you to a Sign In field. The first space should use your CNU-provided email address. Click Next. While the next space should use your password, the same password you would use to log on to CNU Connect. If you're logging into your CNU account for the first time, you may also see a page like this, just providing you with some information about your new account and asking you to accept their terms of service. Once you are fully logged in, the Sign In button at the top should be replaced by a circular icon indicating your identity. In my case, my name begins with a J, so that icon is filled with a J. You may also see a picture. You can click on this icon to log out of your Google account by clicking Sign Out. Next to that icon is another icon that looks like 9 dots in a square. This will allow you to open other Google applications associated with that particular login. From here, you can see Mail, Calendar, and Drive all in one spot for easy access, as well as other applications. One last note. We do acknowledge that many of you may already have Google accounts of your own. You are able to be logged in with multiple Google accounts using the same method and simply clicking Add Account instead of Sign In. Then you can use this spot at the top right to switch from account to account as needed. However, this may cause some confusion when checking your email or your calendar concerning which email or which calendar you're looking at. You may want to log out of any other accounts before using your CNU tools. I also highly recommend you log out of any other accounts you may have before using this process to log into your CNU accounts for the first time. Thank you for joining us here at CNU and in this mini-series about CNU's tech tools. We hope you enjoy the upcoming school year. If you have any questions or concerns about the tech setup here, please feel free to reach out to our help desk at 757-594-7079. You can also file a ticket through our platform known as Landesk, which we'll cover in more detail in a later video. Bye!